say, again, we're only hearing your side. And do you take personal responsibility for anything?
I certainly think that not all of the purchases that were made were necessarily necessary.
There you go. Because trust me, this $1,940 is... No. What are you laughing? I wouldn't be laughing.
I'm not. This is cringy, and I don't know what else to do.
Because we're Uber eating and Jollibee Union and Starbucks and Taco Bell and Appleville and Weston.
That's work.
You're paying work? I think work pays you, no?
Yeah.
You're shopping there?
Well,
for a little snack?
Well, so usually meals are provided. The problem is I can't eat pork. And so when it was pork downstairs, we get a discount, but I had to.
And you don't know in advance? This is for credit card people only. If you're not a credit card person, close your ears. People always ask me what credit cards do I use personally, or what credit cards should they use in specific instances. I've partnered with Card Ratings to create specific lists. That you did. So, like, dude.
Yeah.
No offense. Yes, a lot has been and a lot has been out of your control. But if there's $1,700 on a card that you cannot fully pay off, and and you're losing $43 of interest on it on a monthly basis, do we go purchase $682 on bullshit that we do not need?
No,
I don't think so. You're right. There's a lot of shit. And there is a big story and situation, and I sympathize with that. You have no idea how much I sympathize with that. Paying off your card.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not wise choices on my end. Especially with that card.
So why are you Uber eating so much? What are we doing?
I would go out with a family friend who doesn't know about the situation, doesn't know what went on in my house. And
they do now.
She probably won't. She doesn't watch this, but she doesn't know. So like I don't, I'm going to push forward, and rather than us going to dinner, like let's go on a walk to like a trail or something.
And then you get Uber Eats?
The Uber Eats, that was just impulse. I'm having a moment, but like all the other restaurants, like we went there. You know what I mean?
Have you discussed in therapy with your therapist of how, okay, we're having a moment, some of our coping mechanism is spending money that we don't have? Has that been a conversation that's been happening?
So fairly recently, we did bring it up.
Okay. And you don't have to tell us any details of what's happening in those private conversations either, but if you want to talk about that, you can.
I mean, we've definitely talked about it. Some of them came after like really bad moments, and then it was just like, man, if I don't just have like a quesadilla, you know what I mean? Sometimes the debt gets so overwhelmed.
Even warm.
That card is definitely one that I did not use wisely.
$235 of interest loss this year so far on this card at a 27.24 variable interest, meaning as interest rates continue to go up, if they continue to, more.
Right. It doesn't get better from here.
What does get better is you hitting the subscribe button, because we're trying to get to 750,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far.
I'm surprised you're not there yet already.
Unfortunately, back to the unpleasantries now, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah. $5,219.59 owed. Fees? $74
so that's a
payment.
Fees? Yeah, that's a payment plan thing. I think that's why.
$62 of purchases. Again, yeah, you made a good payment. It was the minimum monthly payment. Yeah. But you were making purchases. $216 minimum monthly payment. New purchases, $62 with a... No. I think dude, I think the fees might be, without looking further into this, you're over the balance by $119.59. Why are we purchasing $62 of ramen, taquitos, and Uber Eats?
Okay.
Why are we purchasing that if we're over?
Taquitos. Safeway wasn't with taquitos.
We got $11 of gas?
No, Safeway was the grocery store.
Oh, Safeway is a grocery store?
Yeah.
Still, dude, it doesn't make sense.
I know.
Dude, you're at the credit limit. You can only make the minimum monthly payment. You're losing $120 of interest on it. And we get fucking stupid ramen and Uber Eats for $26 for an old, like, hardened, non-melted quesadilla? Come on. What are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's some fees.
That'll be that.
Yeah, and a plan fee, Ticketmaster, is that what you finance? And an annual membership fee decided to hit $114 of fees this year so far with $825 of interest. I can't trust you. You're the one spending it.
Yeah.
I had a conversation right before this where I wasn't upset at a dude for his debt because guess what? He was paying it off. He was relatively budgeting. He cleaned it up a little, but he wasn't spending on the cards. You're over here spending ramen and getting Uber Eats. Trust you what? Trust you. No, trust you. You trust you.
I know. I look at these numbers daily. It's become an obsession.
If you're looking at it, why are you spending?
Because sometimes I don't have the strength not to. Sometimes it's just hard.
Okay. We don't have the strength.
Yeah.
We realize we don't have the strength. Congratulations. We cut it up and we take it off of our Apple Pay and whatever else.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. We're not a credit card person. We try to close every single account that we can.
Yeah.
You have no access to paying for it. If we recognize that, oh my goodness, if there is alcohol in the room, I will glug on it. If we recognize that, then we make sure we don't go into the bar.
Right.
We make sure that we don't live in a house with cabinets stuffed with alcohol. So on this Capital One Quick Silver card, $1,985 is owed. We started with $1,846, so we've only gone up. Oh, guess what? We're $15 away from it being maxed out, with $46 of interest being accrued, $117 of purchases. So we're back to the purchases after only a $25 payment. New minimum monthly payment, $66.
That's already been made. So the balance is different.
Listen, I love the nugs. Don't get me wrong. As far as the fast food restaurants go, they are my favorite nugs. But Wendy's.
Yeah.
And this union thing again? And this Gilly? I don't know. Union. Oh, Union City. Maybe that's Jollibee. Yeah. That's just the location. Okay. And then Uber eating, a $40 Uber Eats. Again. Okay.
Yeah. I need to delete Uber Eats.
We've made the
really
point.
What needs to happen.
Yeah, it's so easy to re-download it though. There needs to be some
rules.
There needs to be a thing where someone can be like, I'm an Uber Eats addict, and the only
a parental control.
A parental control that a trusted friend, they have the code, and you can only download it if they give you the code.
Yeah.
Did you just open this? Because interest charge, it's only the recent charge is your interest.
This will come into play later with the braces. But I had opened it thinking, I needed a down payment on my braces because they were cash.
Down payment?
So, but it didn't end up.
Down payments.
I know. It didn't matter because he wouldn't take it anyway. So,
I
kept this relatively low balance for most of, that's why there's only so much interest, is I haven't had this card long, and I do one right now that this has been what I have worked on.
Oh, you have. You made a $2,050 minimum. Oh my God. Again, we're making payments. We're not purchasing.
So the reason, this one was because
the reason we're Ubering and we're Campus Store and we're Appling.
So Campus Store is my books for the semester,
and
then I paid it right back.
And Ubering
Uber was because my car was in the shop, so I had to go get my car.
As we have learned here on the show, for reasons I will not tell you, I recommend you have a budget.
I have a budget. I know. It doesn't.
You have a budget? 12.5% spent on bull food and doing Uber Eats every single second of your life, and 2% going to different subscriptions. Miscellaneous BS, all the extra crap, $522, 18.7% of your spending.
Yeah. So
I have a budget, she says.
I do. I promise. I brought it with me. I printed it. I brought it with me.
Is it a fucking break Caleb Hammer's heart budget?
Canceled.
Netflix really doesn't have anything anymore. Anyway.
I canceled Netflix too.
Spotify, we can listen to ads. Spotify.
So I can't cancel Spotify.
Why?
Because I'm not the only one on it.
Why are you paying for it? What's on it?
My brother.
Okay, he can pay for it. How old's
He's
your brother?
14.
Oh, why is his parents not taking care of it? He can listen to ads too. I don't care. He's 14.
I know. It's not so.
Ring, ring. Hey, brother, I'm dying right now, and I want to be able to retire at some point and not die in the Walmart floor when I'm 90 because I can't afford so much money on bull. Yeah. And you said you have a budget, a magical little budget that doesn't
In
ever
all
get
fairness,
followed.
the budget only tracks checking.
Well, you.
So
what?
yeah.
What's even the point? It's not a budget.
Because at a certain point, I got scared of using real money for things.
Okay.
So
Well, good. I don't want. Well, no. Well, never mind. Now I want you to think the opposite.
Right.
We're only using real money for things. We're cutting out
Right.
the credit cards. We're closing the accounts. You can't use credit cards. You're not a credit card person.
Yeah.
No more spending on them. No more spending. Again, there was one card that was at max out. There was another card that was above max out. To be very clear, you head down the path that you're currently heading down. You're in credit card debt until you die.
yeah, no. And
So this is the time to change it. 24 and a half. Let's go. We have a future in front of us. Sacrifice for a year and 9 months, and you can live an amazing life.
yeah.